A police officer is a person that practices justice. Nobody practices justice in a system of white supremacy. That's a contradiction. You can't have justice and white supremacy on the same planet at the same time. It's impossible. So justice doesn't exist. That's a concept that everybody should be trying to produce. You have to produce justice. That's why the name of my website is called producejustice.com. That's how you can go to it and get the textbook for victims of white supremacy. That's why I call it that. That's why I chose that. That's what everybody on the planet right now is supposed to be thinking of doing from the time they get up in the morning to the time they go to bed at night. Why? Because that's the most important product that needs producing. Now, what is justice? There is no legal definition for the word justice. I didn't find that out until 1994. I think I saw it on a TV program where it was being discussed. There's actually no legal definition for the word justice. So you can see why maybe it's a very confusing word. So I made up a compensatory. Compensatory meaning making up what's missing. That's why I call it the compensatory code. The compensatory definition, which I have in the word guide, and I use throughout the revised expanded edition of the basic code book, and that is the definition of justice is two parts, because I tried to do it in a way that people could understand it and put it to use. Guaranteeing that no person is mistreated. That's part one. And part two, guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. Now, that situation, a justice situation, does not exist anywhere on the planet. So a law enforcement officer, in the form of what we call police officers or anybody else, would have to be a person that practices justice if that law enforcement officer is indeed a person that practices justice.
Okay.
But you can't have this. You can't have justice anywhere on the planet in a system of white supremacy.
Okay.
So we call them law enforcement officers. So what laws are we enforcing? That's the laws that are already in place. And the laws that are already in place are enforcing what? The laws that the white supremacists say will support white supremacy.